Welcome back.
The Bridge at ACES is redefining education and rehabilitation for youth who are involved in the justice system.
The school delivers a whole child approach that meets students where they are academically, emotionally, and socially, while guiding them toward high school graduation and meaningful futures.
So joining us here to talk more about this in studio is the ACES Deputy Executive Director, Tim Hose, and Dr. Lisa Simone, the Director of Youth Justice and Education at ACES. Thank you both for being with us.
Thank you.
This is a wonderful program. Can you tell us a little bit about ACES? Because I think it's just terrific.
Absolutely. So I'm going to actually pass this off ACES overall, and then I could jump in.
So ACES, we're one of 6 what they call RESCs in the state of Connecticut.
I'm sorry,
RESC, yeah, Regional Educational Service Center. So the state is broken down into 6 different sections. And we have the New Haven, essentially New Haven County is, and a little bit of Middlesex County, all the school districts that fall within that. So there's about 25 towns and cities that we work with to provide educational services. We're a state agency, so we report up to the State Department of Education. So any initiatives and things that come out education-wise or current trends, anything that would do for providing assistance to the schools where maybe they don't have the resource to do it, we're the folks that come in and help them out.
Okay, and some of the kids might have been through some difficulties, and you're going to help them. What's different is you have this center that really helps them get a lot of hands-on training in things like AI or becoming a barber or hydroponics, like a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah, I know, exactly. So we initially we had started about 5.5 years ago, and we were developing educational programs within the residential juvenile justice centers. And then we started to quickly realize, the state and ACES, that our kids were leaving these placements, and it was really, really difficult for them to transition back into their communities as a whole, including education. So 3 years ago, we opened up the Bridge at ACES, initially really focusing on those kids, and then we expanded the alternative concept of our community high school for students in various communities in New Haven County who may have credit loss, or they may have anxiety about going to their traditional schools. So we work very closely with children who are juvenile justice involved, probation, things like that, students who have anxiety, so mental health issues, so we work with the kids on that, as well as kids who are lacking credits. They might be overage, undercredited. So we do that. What's unique about us is that we offer the academics, which is very high-level, rigorous academics, but we also offer vocational opportunities in-house and in the community. So anything from barbering to AI, we're really diving into that next year and amping up our vocational center within our facility, but also pushing the kids out into the community. We have an organization that we partner with called Levo. Levo is a hydroponics company.
Oh yes, they do work with St. Patrick, St. Anthony.
Yeah, I just met the owner, Christian.
Christian,
I just met him at
I've known
event.
Christian forever. That actually, just shout out for him. This was actually a Eagle Scout project when he was in high school.
Oh my gosh.
And he turned it into a company. So our kids in 3 of our programs, but one primarily being the Bridge, our kids now go to Hartford, go into New Haven, work with Levo in building these hydroponic systems for communities of need.
That's incredible.
So we're doing that. The kids do martial arts, which is a very unique version of social emotional learning. So we have kids that, may have, their first response was to fight. So now they're learning the skill to kind of hone that in and have more control over how they respond to things.
Yeah.
Tim, if I redefining education, is that a good way to put it?
Oh, definitely. So what is great about this is that it's a need, and it's a need that's always been out there. So we've taken that need, and the districts have come to us and said, we have these students that are really not fitting any place, or they're incarcerated and coming back, and we don't know what to do with them. What kind of programs are we going to put together? So we put the whole program and kind of redefined how it's going to be for them to come back, re-enter, get that skill, find a way to be successful. and go back to their community, because that's really the end result. Is we don't want them with us forever. We want them to go back and be successful in their community.
Well, you're doing a great job.
And I love that everything is trauma informed, because we really have to recognize that even if they're acting out and they may have consequences to pay, but some of these kids have been through a lot.
Exactly.
A lot.
So we also have a mental health focus that we're really, really going to amp up again next year. I'm a licensed clinician. Past practice, and we have another one with us. We're going to work with a psychiatrist, so we're really going to bring all of that into a wraparound kind of process for our families too, because our families are having a hard time getting services out in the community.
Well, we can't thank you enough for being on the show. To learn more about ACES and all of the wonderful educational services they offer, please visit aces.org.
Yeah, you can also find them on Facebook and on Instagram. All the information is right there on your screen.
Thanks. Good to see you.
Thank you.
All right, still ahead for your Friday. If your mom loves arts and crafts, who doesn't? You may want to bring her to Mohegan Sun this weekend.
We're getting a sneak peek of the New England Spring Craft Festival right after the break. Great Day, Connecticut. We'll be right back.